Cardi B was the undisputed queen of SummerSlam 2025, no questions asked. From the moment she stepped into the spotlight, she had every single eye in the packed arena locked on her. It wasn't just about being the host of one of WWE's most anticipated nights, it was about owning it, redefining it, and turning it into something no one had ever experienced before. Before the opening bell even rang, or a single wrestler entered the ring, Cardi had already body-slammed the night with nothing but her energy, presence, and unmatched flair for the dramatic. She came in hot, transforming the arena into her personal runway, a fiery explosion of feathers, sequins, and pure confidence. The outfit alone could have started a riot on fashion Twitter. A wild, feathery ensemble that screamed high fashion and high drama, with colors that shimmered under the stadium lights like a living firework. From head to toe, she was a walking spectacle, as if a phoenix had burst from the pages of a comic book and landed in the middle of MetLife Stadium, ready to burn the place down in the best way possible. Fans went absolutely feral, screaming her name, waving signs, pulling out their phones to record every second of her grand entrance. Knowing this wasn't just another celebrity appearance, it was a cultural moment unfolding in real time. And, make no mistake, this wasn't some quick cameo or half-hearted walk-on. Cardi B showed up to work. She wasn't there to sit on the sidelines or just introduce a few matches. She was there to take over the entire event and rewire what people thought was possible for a WWE host. She had the crowd hyped before a single body hit the mat, controlling the energy like a ringmaster of a circus made entirely out of chaos and glitter. With each word, each step, each flick of her hands, she electrified the stadium and made it undeniably hers. But behind all that glamour and power, there was a very real, very intimate moment that happened behind the scenes, one that fans wouldn't have known about if it hadn't been captured by WWE cameras and later broadcast to the world. Just moments before Cardi stepped onto the stage, she was backstage getting a heartfelt pep talk from none other than Triple H himself, WWE's head of creative and one of the most respected names in professional wrestling history. It wasn't some rehearsed publicity moment either. It was genuine, the kind of sincere, quiet exchange that reminds you even the boldest stars have nerves. Triple H, stoic, legendary, and every bit the father figure of WWE, Lyndon Close, giving Cardi words of encouragement. They weren't just about the show, they were about reminding her that she belonged here, that she could command the moment, and that this arena, filled with thousands of screaming fans, would remember her name long after the final match ended. When they hugged it out at the end, you could tell it meant something to both of them. Whatever was said clearly worked. Because when Cardi finally hit that ramp, she did it with the confidence of a champion who'd been doing this for years. There was no hesitation, no signs of nerves, just fire. Pure, unfiltered fire. Her walk down the entrance ramp wasn't just a strut, was a statement. It was as if she was telling the world, I'm not just a guest here, I am the moment. And then, in true Cardi B fashion, she dropped a surprise that nobody saw coming, a preview of a brand new track, likely from her long-anticipated album, Am I the Drama? That's right. Right there, in the middle of one of WWE's most iconic events, Cardi gave fans a taste of what's to come musically. And it wasn't some soft reveal, either. It was a full-on performance tease. Lights dropped. Speakers boomed. The bass hit so hard it rattled the floor. And just like that, she flipped the switch from host to artist, reminding the world why she remains a force in every industry she touches. The lyrics hit like punches, each line dripping in attitude and raw energy. If the reaction in the stadium was any indication, Am I the Drama? Is about to be a cultural reset. Fans were singing along, even if they didn't know the words yet, just vibing with the rhythm and owning the moment alongside her. And here's the thing, Cardi didn't just perform or host. She delivered a masterclass in how to command a space that's historically been dominated by larger-than-life wrestling personalities. She stood toe-to-toe with the likes of Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Bianca Belair, not as a novelty, but as an equal. She cracked jokes, hyped up the matches, dropped impromptu commentary, and even threw in some classic Cardi catchphrases that had the crowd roaring. The social media explosion that followed was predictable but still staggering. Within minutes, #CardiAtSummerSlam was trending worldwide, with fans and celebrities alike praising her for how effortlessly she stole the show. This wasn't just a win for Cardi B, it was a cultural shift. SummerSlam, for all its high-octane action and dramatic storytelling, had never seen a moment quite like this. Cardi brought something no one else could, a blend of humor, authenticity, elegance, and hoodrich realness that didn't just fit into the WWE universe, it elevated it. And let's not forget, this is the same woman who came from the Bronx, stripped away the idea that you have to be one thing, and has consistently reinvented what celebrity can mean. In a world where most artists stay in their lane, Cardi paved a whole new road, then danced down it in stilettos. Her appearance wasn't a stunt. It wasn't a gimmick. It was a full-circle moment of artistry, empowerment, and unapologetic visibility. You could see the admiration in the faces of young fans, especially young girls and people of color watching Cardi shine under the stadium lights. She showed them that you can be loud, proud, emotional, stylish, and powerful all at once. That you don't have to shrink yourself to fit into someone else's space. You can take up space. You can demand it. Even the wrestlers seemed in awe. Backstage footage later revealed just how many of them wanted a moment with her just as hard as the crowd. Stars like Becky Lynch, LA Knight, and even Logan Paul were caught on camera sharing laughs, hugs, and selfie moments with Cardi. It was clear, she wasn't just a guest. She had become part of the WWE family that night. And let's talk about how Cardi moved through the event. Between matches, during promos, on stage, and off it didn't matter where she was. She was glowing. It wasn't just the outfit or the lighting, it was the energy radiating off her. You could tell she was loving every second of it. Whether she was standing on the ropes, hyping the crowd, vibing with the entrance music of the superstars, or goofing off in the commentator's booth, she made the entire experience more dynamic. She even jumped in on some light commentary quitted. Hilarious, and totally in the spirit of the chaos that makes WWE so entertaining. And when one of the matches got particularly heated, with a mid-ring stare-down that had the whole crowd chanting, Cardi leaned into the moment like a seasoned pro, stirring the pot and shouting support like she'd been doing this her whole life. No one left that arena without talking about her. Not a soul. It didn't matter who won the main event. It didn't matter who held up the belt at the end. The lasting image of SummerSlam 2025 will be Cardi B standing at center stage, arms raised, smiling like a queen who just claimed her throne. And why shouldn't she? She earned it. Every second of that night was a reminder of how far she's come. From Instagram rants and reality TV to chart-topping hits and Fashion Week domination, now to wrestling royalty. Her story is a testament to resilience, authenticity, and the ability to not just evolve but to conquer. Cardi B doesn't ask for permission. She doesn't play by the rules. She creates her own, and at SummerSlam 2025, she rewrote the playbook entirely. What Cardi did wasn't just entertainment. It was a cultural milestone. She blurred the lines between music, fashion, wrestling, and celebrity in a way that felt effortless but was backed by years of hard work, guts, and an unshakable belief in who she is. That's not just power. That's legacy. And so, as the lights dimmed and the final fireworks exploded over MetLife Stadium, fans knew they hadn't just witnessed a wrestling event, they'd been part of a revolution. One where Cardi B stood tall, feathers flying, mic in hand, grinning ear to ear, as if to say, "Told y'all, I was the damn drama." And truly she was.